are. Please join us today because we have a very special guest from a very unique area in Canada, and she's going to share a wonderful vegetarian meal. Louie, we're going to go help her, and my Ginger, my Andre, and my Roxy all ready for Valentine's Day. You have to come and see their beautiful outfits. They're all ready for a day of love. And so is my Ricky, my Roadrunner. Okay, come on in. Let's get started. All right, Louie, I'm going to put you down here. Okay, good. All right. We're going to start this segment with the gong. And then I'm going to come over here and introduce you to our special guest.
Hi, honey. Happy Valentine's
Oh,
Day.
happy Valentine's Day. Okay. I am going to give it to Colleen. And Colleen has wonderful recipes that I am so excited about. And I know you're going to love this. What are we making?
Well, we're going to try, we've made this before. It's a recipe from Anna Jones' cookbook called One Pot Pan Planet, which is great for being in the trailer because we like to minimize our dishes. And the dish we're making today is crispy butter beans with kale, lemon, and Parmesan.
So quick question, Colleen, when you're not in the trailer and you're not in Minnesota, Palm Springs, where are you?
I live in Ontario, Canada, and we do a lot of traveling across Canada, but we also have a cottage on the North Channel of Lake Huron.
Nice, nice. Well, welcome, and we're looking forward to what you got here.
So I have my ingredients pretty much ready. The base of this dish is actually butter beans,
Okay.
which sometimes they're a little bit hard to find, but if you can't find butter beans, you can use some other white bean like cannellini or what do they call them? Great Northern beans?
Yeah. A white bean.
Yeah, so a white bean. So I've got the beans already drained.
And it's just one can.
We're just making a meal like for 2 people.
Okay.
So these are already rinsed.
They look like lima beans. They're big.
I think they are actually lima beans,
Yeah,
but
huge.
they, instead of picking them when they're green, I think they let them mature a bit more.
And so
I'm not sure about that.
It
but
looks like she already drained them.
Yep.
yeah, rinsed and drained.
Do you rinse them with water?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. The other ingredient that we have is about a cup of chopped, and I use cherry tomatoes, but you can also just chop up a regular tomato.
Sure.
I have half a cup of chopped walnuts.
Okay.
So they're in like quarter-sized pieces.
Are they raw or roasted?
Those are raw.
Raw.
But
Yeah.
when she cooks them, they'll get
Okay.
roasted, right?
Yeah. So I bought like the walnut half pieces and then just chopped them up a little bit more.
Okay.
And then the other main ingredient is your kale. And I guess we talked about this too. You could maybe substitute some other green if you didn't have kale, like broccoli.
Or spinach. You could do spinach or Swiss chard. Okay. You're rolling your eyes. Don't roll your eyes, but you can use other things.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
here we go. We're just going to prep the beans. First of all, we put a little bit of olive oil, like I'm talking about 2 tablespoons of olive oil in the beans. And I've already grated up about 2 cloves of garlic. And so I just mix the garlic through the beans. So that's step 1.
It smells so good.
That's so good.
And the beans are already kind of salty, so I don't add salt or anything
Okay.
to that. I just go with that. And one of the things I also wanted to just mention too, I use these tools, these small graters, because they don't take up much room in the trailer.
They're wonderful.
And it's really speedy because you can just grate the garlic instead of chopping it.
Okay.
We'll use it for the lemon and the cheese as well,
Oh,
which
okay.
are also.
And by
2
the way,
ingredients.
what kind of cheese?
This is some kind of Parmesan
Okay.
cheese, but you could use any hard cheese that
Okay.
you wanted. And the good thing about this dish too is if you wanted to make it vegan, really the only non-vegan element is the cheese. So you could choose like a cashew alternative cheese like this and put that on top if you had wanted to make the dish vegan.
We're not. That's just for example. We're not using that today.
Today I'm using the real Parmesan.
cheese. Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay, so we're gonna turn on our cast iron.
So we'll get things heated up. We'll take a break and we'll come back. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll
Sounds
be back in a minute. Hi. What's going on now?
We are back, and if you could smell this, it's wow. Okay, so
It's the garlic.
come look at this, Kenny.
Wow, that's gorgeous.
Yeah, so that we put the beans in the cast iron pan, which is perfect to use, and we put a little bit of olive oil. And the trick is, don't stir them a whole lot. So they've been in here, what, about 10 minutes, I guess? And as we turn them now, you can see that the skins are starting to crisp up, and that's what we're going for.
All I know is that Colleen made this the other day and gave a sample to me. And it was so good
It was very good.
that I said, we got to do this.
Yeah.
Because I recognize a gourmet meal when I taste one.
So
That's because you're a food critic.
Well, my dad was a food critic, and his dad owned a diner, so what do you
Yeah.
expect?
you have,
My dad only took me to the best restaurants.
Yeah.
If it was a lousy, my dad would never forget a bad meal either. If it was a bad meal, you'd
That's
hear about
true.
it for a long, long
okay, I
time.
better not make them
No,
watch this
God,
job.
no.
Okay.
No,
Okay,
you
so then
won't.
the next thing, the thing about this is you just need a little bit of patience, because the next thing is to put your tomatoes in. And these are just unseasoned chopped tomatoes. And so in they go. And once they soften up, we'll add in the kale. Oh, and I should mention what I've done with the kale was I chopped it up, and I put a little bit of olive oil on it, and then a little tiny bit of salt, and I kind of gave it the old kale massage
Okay.
to just soften it up a bit. So we'll come back when we add the kale.
And that's fine. I'm just going to say that we're using a loach pan if it hasn't been said already. But
We didn't.
I really like the loach pan because it gets hot and it holds the heat.
Yes.
Everything tastes better in a loach.
Yes.
All right, ladies, we'll be right back.
Okay.
Doing a great job.
Are we back?
We're
Yeah.
back now.
Okay, we're back. Okay.
We're rolling now.
So the next thing is to add in the kale.
Okay.
And it looks like a lot, but
Is this kale like JJ kale or CALE or KALE?
Kale.
Haha, just a joke.
Yeah, you bought the kale, Kenny, so.
I know.
Yeah, in fact, here's what the kale really looks like when it's a bunch, and it's all fresh.
Yes, it is.
And I do grow this in my garden, so yeah, this will be good.
So maybe you'll come to Minnesota. We can do this again.
That would be nice. Okay, then we add in on top, we add
look
in
at
the
this.
walnuts.
Wow, look at that.
That is beautiful.
It's almost too
Colleen.
pretty to eat.
It's okay. I gotta run here, get the last two things.
So this doesn't take a long time, does it?
It doesn't, you can also do this in your toaster oven.
Right.
Same sort of idea. You start with the beans, then you add the tomatoes and the kale. The kale gets a bit crispier for people that like it a bit crispy.
So now you got a
Now we add just a little bit of lemon
lemon rind.
rind.
Right.
So this is waxless washed lemon.
Nice. I was going to ask, but you beat me to it.
So you do the zest. Do you do any lemon juice at all?
You can if you like it more
Okay.
lemon flavor. We could actually try that if you wanted to. If you wanted it more lemony. But yeah, just so. This is fairly concentrated.
Okay.
And now?
And I would at this point add more pepper. Yeah,
That's a pepper mill. So you're actually crushing peppers with that.
Smells amazing.
Looks amazing.
It looks amazing. Smells amazing.
And one more thing, are you going to wait? You waiting on the cheese? Or?
Yeah, we're gonna wait. We're gonna let the kale and the kale cook a little bit more, and the tomatoes, and then we'll add the cheese,
So
and then we're done.
Oh, we'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Okay. Okay. I think we're almost ready for the cheese. So we always want to, of course, have a look.
Have a little taste. And
I should use a
the kale
utensil
is
here.
unbelievable.
So let's just check the kale. Now check
Go ahead.
That seems like it's cooked enough to me. Want to try one?
Sure.
Oh my gosh. That
Okay,
is.
and then the last thing is to add your cheese, whatever.
You're using mozzarella. Look, what a nice
No,
grater.
Parmesan.
Look how beautiful.
It's a
She's
beautiful-
a chef.
I know, but look how nice it's
Look at that.
It's a nice grater.
This is a good kitchen tool.
Nice technique too. Perfect. It's raining. It's raining. It's raining cheese.
happiness
It looks great.
and deliciousness. It
Yes.
tastes so good with the beans.
So now
There we go.
do we just turn off it? Do we turn it off and let it
Yeah.
sit for a while?
Yeah. Off we go.
Okay. And
The cheese melts and it's ready to serve.
so we have to take one more break because we'll wait a few minutes so
Yeah.
somebody can do the taste test.
You guys.
Okay. We'll be right back.
Okay, this is the end of our dish. And I'm going to taste it because Colleen made this for our dinner tonight.
Thanks, Colleen.
So we are just so grateful, but I'm going to taste it.
Don't burn your mouth. It's hot.
Okay, so, ooh, it looks real, oh, God, it tastes, it
careful.
smells.
Careful.
Colleen, this is, seriously?
It really is a good dish. When
Oh
people
my
hear it
gosh.
has kale and beans in it, they kind of go, but it comes
Good.
together.
It's got a lot of
delicious.
good protein too.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
my
good for you.
gosh,
This
it's
is a
healthy.
Mediterranean diet,
Yeah.
right?
It's a Mediterranean, and what does this,
It's got fiber and vegetables and olive oil, so
Hey.
okay,
good for you.
okay.
Hugs, hugs, hugs.
We're going to do a little dance.
So are you gonna
Thank you.
and you're gonna sign off with your
Yeah.
gong, right?
Okay. Join me again for our next segment.
If you have any suggestions, please message Annie on her YouTube channel. And we'll be posting, well, you'll see this anyway, but I'll be posting the ingredients as well.
Okay.
Thanks very much. And Colleen, thank you very much. Appreciate it.